Hello friends, welcome to Arjun Education. Today we dive deep into one of the most enigmatic and groundbreaking poems of the 20th century, the love song of Alfred Prufrock by T.S. Eliot. A poem that is not about love in the traditional sense, but instead a haunting journey into the minds of a man paralyzed by fear, indecision, and self-doubt. So, let's have a look at this and dive into the fragmented, anxious, and poetic world of Alfred Prufrock. So first we start with T.S. Eliot. T.S. Eliot, one of the most important modernist poets, born in 1888 in the United States, she later became a British citizen. Eliot's work reshaped poetry in the earlier 20th century by breaking away from traditional structures and exploring themes of alienation, disillusionment, and inner turmoil. Prufrock, published in 1915, was his first major poem and instantly set him apart. The early 20th century was a time of upheaval: World War I, industrialization, and the breakdown of traditional values. Modernist writers like Eliot wanted to reflect this disorientation. Prufrock embodies this modernist spirit. There is no clear narrative, time is fragmented, and the speaker is consumed by introspection. It is a dramatic monologue, a form made famous by Robert Browning, but here Eliot twists it. We don't see action, we see inaction. We don't meet others, we meet the shadow of a man lost in his own mind. The title itself is ironic. The love song of Alfred Prufrock suggests romance, right? But the poem is anything but romantic. It is about a man who wants to connect, wants to ask an overwhelming question, but never does. Why? Because he is consumed by fear, shame, and paralysis. Even the epigraph is from Dante's Inferno. It implies that Prufrock is in his own personal hell. He is confessing, but only because he thinks no one will hear him. The poem opens with one of its most famous lines: "Let's go then, you and I, when the evening is spread out against the sky like a patient theorized upon a table." Immediately, Eliot sets the tone: urban decay, numbness, and a surreal atmosphere. We follow Prufrock through foggy streets, half-deserted nights, social gatherings, and fleeting thoughts. He thinks about women talking of Michelangelo, his balding head, his thin arms and legs. He is self-conscious, anxious, unable to act. Now let's break down the key themes of this poem. The first main theme is paralysis and indecision. Prufrock constantly second guesses himself. He asks, do I dare? And do I dare disturb the universe? But he never does. He worries about appearances, judgment, and rejection. The next theme is isolation and loneliness. He is disconnected from the world around him. Even in a crowd, he feels alone. Next is time and aging. Time is both endless and fleeting. He says, I have measured out my life with coffee spoons. That image, mundane, repetitive, captures the monotony and insignificance he feels. The next theme is the futility of communication. Prufrock can't even bring himself to express his love. He fears being misunderstood, mocked, or ignored. So now we talk about the poetic devices which Eliot uses here. Eliot's poem is rich in symbolism, allusion, and imagery. From Dante to Hamlet, Lazarus to the Bible, Eliot layers his poem with references that reflect Prufrock's inner chaos. We drift from thought to thought without clear transitions, just like real thoughts. He used too many metaphors and similes, like the yellow fogs that rubs its back upon the window panes. Here Eliot gives the fog feline qualities, making it mysterious and almost alive. The love song that sags love, the question that is never asked. It is a poem built on ironies. Towards the end, Prufrock imagines mermaids singing, but not to him. He dreams of a fantasy world, but always returns to the harshness of reality. The final lines are heartbreaking. Till human voices wake us and we drown. It's as if Prufrock has momentarily escaped into a dream, but reality, the human world, pulls him back and drowns him in truth. Prufrock represents the modern individual, overwhelmed by joys, afraid of judgment, and lost in a world that no longer makes sense. The love song of J. Alfred Prufrock is not just a poem, it is an experience. It captures the quiet despair of a man who cannot break free from his own mind, and in doing so, he speaks to all of us who have ever felt unsure, anxious, and lost in our thoughts. If this poem resonated with you, hit that like button, subscribe for more literary breakdowns, and let us know in the comments what do you think the overwhelming question was. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and share this video. Thank you.